Alhamdulillah, my mom is very understanding. She told me this: your family, your tai chi.
We are back again with Mr. Chong, and this time we're going to talk about him as a father and his family. Welcome back, Chong.
Welcome back. Thank you very much again for having me here.
Thank you. How's the toilet journey?
Quite nice. I think you should do a video. Show people.
Yeah, we go to toilet.
Off the light.
Off the light. Okay, Chong. Thank you so much for sharing about your dad, your family.
You're most welcome. You're privileged, you know. There's not many people know.
Yeah. Thank you. So now, back to your family.
Yeah.
You were brought up in a Chinese family, and then your wife brought up in a Malay family.
Yeah.
Alright. So even kita yang kahwin sama bangsa Melayu dengan Melayu, when we bring up a family, we have two different output to raise our kid.
Correct.
So now you been coming from a Chinese family, your wife coming from the Malay family. How do you decide, or how do you bring up your kids right now?
Okay. I think what you're trying to say is we will always have different points of view.
Yeah,
we do. You know, in like I was sharing you, like you just mentioned. Sorry, like you just mentioned. You know, when growing up in different racial family, you have different values in that family, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's pretty tough. You know, at the start, you know, I give you a very plain example. When a baby is sick, you know, fever lah. From my stand, go doctor.
From your stand, sick a bit only, go doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. From her point?
From my wife, if she's listening to this, I'm sorry.
She will be listening to this. So what happened?
I'm not. Okay. So what she did was
put Vicks.
No, she put asam.
Asam? Oh, what, the asam Jawa that one?
Yeah. Then like a paste like that, you know. And then you just like smear it over the forehead and everything, you know.
Seriously?
Yeah. Then after that,
that will help to bring down the mom, I think. I don't know. I've never heard of that also.
But it works lah. It works. Starting, you know, when the baby is young, you know, standard lah, you know, she will like that work. Then I will.
Okay, wait. Before you move on, when you got your first kid, right? Do you still stay with your mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So your mom for sure have her own input also, what?
Alhamdulillah, my mom is very understanding. She told me this: your family, your tai chi.
Okay, so dia tak masuk campur lah.
Dia tak masuk campur. So
leave it up to you guys.
She just, you know, she's like a backup safety net lah, you know.
Okay.
If we need help, we ask her for help.
Okay.
But if we don't need, she will just
keep quiet.
Just don't watch the TV.
Hey, that's tough, you know, seriously. To be in a house and buat bodoh. Not say buat bodoh lah. Because it's her grandchildren, what?
Yeah.
You know, no matter what, she still have to see.
But my mom is really like that lah. My mom is really like
that's
that.
good,
Yeah. So I really thank God, you know, my mom is like that. You know, then she have a son like me that goes into interracial marriage. So back to the story on the baby. Yeah, so my boy was very young, fever and stuff like that. So I said, hey, go doctor. Come, I drive, go NUH lah, go NUH.
Walao what NUH? Hey, can I go clinic ah? Must go doctor at hospital lah.
Kiasu mah, the babe. First boy, you know. First son, no. You know, as a dad, you were like, you really chong everything for your kid one. No?
Okay.
Yeah, so she say no need lah, you know, just put all the towel, everything, the armpit lah, the kelengkang there, everything, you know, all the points are that one medically yes. You know, medically yes. But babe, when my mother-in-law used that pasting apa sih ni? You know, so that, you know, it's asam. I think it's called asam.
Asam lah. Asam Jawa.
Then it's like they make it into a paste, don't know. Then after that, just like that.
But I mean, seriously, I don't know what's the reason behind it. And I've never experienced it myself. This is the first time I heard also.
Yeah, but
on the
yeah.
mom boy. I mean, on the mom kid. Or
Yeah,
like
so it just like like zap like that,
Okay.
and then just let the thing dry,
Okay.
then dry, then maybe put another layer if you want.
If you need to lah.
If you need to.
Okay, and then
after that, okay lah, babe.
okay means the.
I mean, not immediate. Not immediately lah.
Yeah,
Not immediately.
course,
It takes a while. Probably maybe a few hours later. Then you see the kid sleeping. Then take temperature. Go down lah. I'm like, alamak. Ayo. So I tell you, from that moment of time, right? From that moment, I told myself, sick only. Okay, the mother decide what to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you say different point of view, lah, this is a good example.
But you give and take lah. You actually give your wife opportunity to show her way lah.
Of course. I think in a family, most important it's give and take.
Yeah.
That's one example of me giving in. There's also another example like she gave in to me, where I say I demanded my kid to learn Mandarin.
Why she don't want?
At first, I mean, I didn't ask her. I just said that I want the kids to learn Mandarin.
You mean as in second language?
Yeah, second language.
Don't,
no Malay lah.
So that means English and Chinese.
Yeah. So when I said that, she immediately agreed lah, babe.
So for your case, because it's Chinese and Malay married, right? So when the kids go to school, they have a choice to take Malay, right?
Yeah,
so it's like even if they take, because there's some like for us it's a Malay, right?
Yep.
Malay. If you want to take Chinese, it will be a no.
No, nowadays can lah.
Oh, is it?
Now can.
Oh, you can choose lah. Even you're a Malay, you can go.
Can. You can讲华语, you can speak Melayu a bit, you can Vanakam a bit also can.
Serious ah?
Yeah.
Oh, the school is okay one. No need to take your mother tongue.
My girl has a classmate, both parents Malay, taking Mandarin, babe.
Oh, I think that's why they don't call it mother tongue already lah. They call it second language.
No lah, call mother tongue lah. Second language our time lah.
Is it? Yeah, but if it's mother tongue, then why? I mean, if it's a Malay or mother tongue, it's Malay what?
But it's your choice, man. Nowadays can choose, man. Now remember the choice people can choose.
Yeah. Yalah. Okay. So that means she's okay with that Chinese.
Yeah, she was okay, and
at home?
In fact, she at home. I tell you, I a bit shy now.
Why?
She scold me lah.
Who? Your wife scold you? When by your wife scold you?
Remember I say about the mother tongue language? What language was that?
Chinese lah.
Chinese Mandarin lah.
Mandarin lah.
She scold me.
In Mandarin?
No.
Then?
She scold me Mandarin, I strike lottery, babe.
I don't understand.
Okay, let me clear it up. I purposely confuse you. Okay, why I say she scold me? She scold me because she said I wasn't speaking enough Mandarin at home.
Padan muka. So you want your kids to learn Mandarin, but you don't speak Mandarin?
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Okay, so with that, we differences lah, I say, why must speak? Watch TV lah, read book lah, you can read the textbook lah, that was my view. But my wife's point of view is, you communicate lah, you talk to them lah, let them hear the words.
But your wife can speak Mandarin?
From scratch, from start when I know her, zero. Now, she's quite good already. Of course, the pronunciation a bit off lah.
But she understands.
Yeah.
And she can
converse. So whoever's listening, you're walking behind my wife. Don't bitch about her in Mandarin. But she can.
But of course, writing is different lah.
Hey, writing, chala, baby.
It's a different thing lah. But I mean, being a Singaporean, you can hear. I mean, you can listen to Mandarin and you can talk in Mandarin. That's good enough.
Yes. I always believe in like me. I can speak in Malay, but I can write a little bit in Malay. You ask me take Malay exam, fail, babe.
Of course ada bahasa mah. Talking cakap boleh.
Cakap pasal orang kata.
Your boy and your girl can both take second language Chinese lah.
Yes.
Mandarin lah.
Yeah,
and how do they ask you why? Why I cannot take Malay Why must take Chinese
No, actually I asked them.
Yeah, but did they ask you why? Daddy, why I take Chinese, cannot take Malay Mommy Malay mah.
They did ask when they were younger, but I told them that I gave them this scenario. I say, Malay in the world map this portion speak Malay. In the world map this portion speak Chinese. Now let's look at things now that we buy. They are made from where?
China.
Most of them lah.
Yeah.
Not all, but most of them.
Yeah.
So I say now the market is really big in China. So if you say you want to go overseas to work, You want to speak Malay, you work Malaysia, work Indonesia, all this lah, nearby one.
Correct.
You want to speak Thai, you go Thai and work.
Yeah.
But if you want to go out and venture in future, I told them, this is the part where I felt that I didn't have any guidance from my dad.
Right.
And this is the part I learned, picked up myself along the way, all my life experiences. I told my kid, both of you, if you want to make it big out when you grow up, I think Chinese is the way to go. I said, look, China borders are opening. It may be a little bit too cheap for them at this point of time, but I think nowadays slowly they're getting in. I told them, China is everywhere Chinese. Malay can speak good really. Chinese you can write better.
Yeah, of course.
But can speak good enough. You understand it's already, to me it's good already. So I also told him this lah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. But I feel, I told them that I didn't learn Malay, but I can speak well.
Yeah.
So you think Malay or Chinese easier?
Of course, Malay is much easier.
So I told my kids learn Chinese from teacher. Malay you learn from your mother.
Well, I mean, I can totally agree with you. I mean, it's a very difficult subject.
It is.
Especially for the kids, But if you can get them to learn Chinese, Mandarin, it'll be very useful for them in the future.
Yeah, I feel so. I mean, in future, nobody know. But at least from what our future now lies is, I feel it's going to be useful for them.
Yeah, correct. So, now that you stay on your own with your wife and your kids, I noticed, I follow you on your IG,
Yeah, we are friends.
It's very nice that you have your family journey that you documented. Whenever you go makan, you go out with your family, you do this and everything else, you challenge your kids, The one thing that really catch me was when you get your kids to go do things and you follow behind. Like you ask them to go and buy, order yourself, go and talk, then you record. Or first time go and take bus.
Definitely. Yeah.
So is where they want to do it? And then you you allow them to do, but you monitor behind, or you tell them, okay, I'm going to test you, go and do on your own. I'm just going to leave it. How does it work on?
Okay. This one a little bit tricky. Why? Because between me and my wife, I'm the more protective one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm the more protective
your wife,
one.
Let go.
My wife boleh lah, pergi je lah. Tak ada apa-apa lah. But of course she's not that 100%, but she's more confident than I am. She's more confident. I think maybe the mother instinct lah,
Yeah.
She will say that, ayah boleh, tak ada apa-apa lah, pergi je, kasih dia pergi je lah,
Why everybody say it's mother instinct? What, father don't have instinct, what?
Hey babe, I think this mother instinct come from the 9 months inside. They talk inside, maybe they lie down Hey, Bapak Kaw ni dah pukul berapa tak balik perut aku dah sakit tau.
Yeah, but also you must understand, you still need the father to have that baby inside
Yeah, but
so we give out that sting also.
Yeah, but most importantly, I mean, I'm not being discriminating. Fathers play important part, but babe, you remember the religion. How many times mother before father?
3.
Yeah, there, I end my case.
Okay, so you are the more protective.
Yeah, I'm the more protective. So there was this incident. My wife and my daughter, okay, I live in Bukit Batok area. Can I disclose? No.
Yeah, can.
So I live in Bukit Batok area. So from my place to where the bus interchange is, it's a short journey. Short bus journey. Probably 3-4 stops lah.
3-4 stops is a short journey. You crazy or what?
Short lah, bro. Walking 10 minutes only lah. That kind of short.
Bus stop. Just 1-2 bus stop and fine lah. Basically you can see it.
1-2 bus stop, jangan buang duit lah. Jangan kaki sudah lah.
Okay.
This particular incident, my wife and my daughter is already at the bus interchange there.
Okay.
So my wife passed one of her phones to my boy. My wife passed phone to the boy. Yes. Then my boy was having tuition. Habis say about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Then I also just nice finish work. I just text my wife, hey, you at where? Oh, we at Central here. She said with my daughter's name is Bella. So she said, I'm with Bella. Then my boy's name is Adrian. I said, Adrian? You picked him already? Oh, no. Later he take bus. Come find me. Hey, I tell you.
She have communicated with your son already lah.
They plan already, babe.
They plan. Only you don't know.
I don't know. So I went, huh? He take bus on his own? You sure? Boleh lah. Then my wife said, hey, boleh lah. But only how many bus stop only? Anyway, I already tell him where I'll be waiting for him. I just wait lah. Tak ada apa-apa jadi.
Seriously
So I said, tak ada apa-apa jadi. Apa-apa pun my wife said, you at home macam yaya, you know, something like that. Oh, macam mau tera gitu Hangkat tera pila, you know, something like that. So I'm like, okay, never mind. I said, okay, never mind. I'm on the way home already. I park my car. I said, I wait for him. I wait for him lah. I wait for him. That's like I told you. That's why I feel I'm the protective one. I still cannot let go. So I waited for him. He came down and he said, hey, Papa, what are you doing here? Then I say, why? Why cannot be here? He said, Mommy asked me to go interchange.
He actually looking forward to be on his own journey, no?
Exactly. Yeah, he looking forward. So I told him, okay, never mind. You just go lah. Papa go behind. I will be maybe a while a distance behind. You just pretend I'm not here.
It's not the same. You kacau daun lah.
Hey, you salah dah.
And then?
Member betul-betul on his own lah.
He don't care lah.
He don't care. Dia naik bas tak ada pusing pun. Bapak dia naik tak baik.
Bodoh. Yeah, that's why I saw you like, wow, okay, he taking his own bus lah. He paying not bad lah. Then you leave your car behind lah.
House lah. Car park season parking mah. Sekarang parking mahal Yeah, so from there lah, you know, then after that, slowly it went to, you know, from house go down to Sheng Siong. My house downstairs in the got Sheng Siong. Go Sheng Siong buy thing, and then I also asked him to go buy my coffee for me in the mornings. So I trained him slowly to be independent. Then I got my neighbors who see, then they will take pictures, send me WhatsApp. Hey bro, you bully your boy
That's called child abuse, right? That's called child abuse, you know.
Then I will just tell people, whoever tell me that same word, child abuse, I'll just say, oh no, it's training in progress.
You're right. Training in progress. Okay, now in your family, do you play the bad cop, good cop, bad cop, good cop? You know, who is the garang? Who is the ini?
Me and my wife rotate. Okay,
yeah. That role is rotate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from certain point of view, I mean certain incident, it can be my wife, the bad cop.
Okay.
Then I'll be the good cop lah. Then on the other type of incidents, another spectrum of incident, the other end of the spectrum would be me, the bad cop. Then my wife, the good cop.
So, but how do you interchange this role? Do you like do you decide before it? Or as you go, then you see your wife marah-marah, okay, then go become good cop lah. Or how does it? How does it? Or normally, okay, by default, your wife is the good one, I'm the bad one. But if your wife suddenly switch to be a bad one, then I have to be good really.
Actually, it's not really no discussion. This kind no time discussion, babe. Then and then jadi. So what happens is like but in terms of discipline, usually it's my wife lah. You know.
She discipline.
She shared with me her point of view, which I agree lah. As a dad, you know, father must be a role model. You know. Now, what kind of role model lah? Wow. What kind of role model would a dad be if your dad is the one that's always come back from work only pukul bantai, marah-marah. You know, which when she said that, it struck me. Remember I told you about my childhood, you know, I didn't have a good childhood and I wanted to I don't want my kids to go through that because of my own principle. What I don't like, I don't want people to do to me. So when she told me that, I totally agreed with her. You know, I mean, look, I am a bad-tempered person as well with my kids sometimes. Actually last time lah.
But okay, I can see your view, your wife view, where you said you don't want your kids to have this perspective of a dad, you know, being marah-marah.
Balik kerja je malah.
But my I don't know. This is what I think. I don't know whether you agree with me. A woman, a mom especially, is very, very important and very sensitive. I don't know whether this is right or wrong, but I ever heard kalau satu orang ibu cakap and sewaktu dia melafazkan kata-kata tu, pintu syurga buka, benda tu boleh jadi.
That is true.
Correct not?
I feel so.
I don't know whether I heard it, but it's something like that. You know, a mom, especially mom. Dad, it doesn't go on dad, it's go on mom. So to me, I would rather be the angry guy. I would rather be the bad guy. Because if my wife become the bad person or the one who are angry and then start to vent her anger and then start all see nonsense word, bodoh macam anjing lah, apalah, you know, that kind of thing.
Hey, wait. Why anjing sure bodoh? Anjing best friend You anjing, why come? They come no. Kau try kucing kau kat rumah.
You meow pun dia tak datang. No, I mean for me something like that lah. Bodoh, mangkuk, no, that kind of thing. So when mom say that. You know, mom marah, oh kau tak belajar, kau nanti hidup kau susah apa semua, that kind of thing. And my worry is, if a mother lafazkan tu, and that moment when she's angry,
kira menjadi sebuah macam
kan susah nak
satu
tu.
doa gitulah orang kata.
Correct.
Yeah.
So to me, I would rather be the bad person. I would rather be the person who say, because I never hear saying that kalau bapak cakap pintu syurga buka, boleh terjadi. So to me tak ada. So I be the bad guy, let your mom be good. To me.
I mean every family genetics are different, you know.
Yeah.
For mine, I don't deny the fact that they are right too. So that's why certain things usually my wife will be angry first. But remember, when our stand to the kids is your mom will be the first one to get angry. But the moment your father flare, you're chalat already. So it's a serious mistake if I flare. One thing I flare common, right? Most recently I flared, which not really flared lah, but I raised my voice a little bit. It was because of school discipline. Yeah, discipline in school, and then and controlling what your needs and stuff like that. Right. Education. My wife flared the normal thing lah.
Like,
dah berapa kali aku cakap ni kau tak simpan-simpan.
Okay lah.
I know those normal thing lah. Then she come out, from just now this thing here, automatic I walk inside, you know, something like that.
Yeah,
I also will use sometimes, you wait for your uncle come take you know.
Ni bapak main cynical lah. Ni juga, call your best friend lah. Your best friend you have.
Then sometimes, my boy, but you know, my friend have. Then take your bag, go stay with your friend.
You still say that?
I still say that.
Wow, same. I still say that. You call your best friend. I the one who give you money. I the one who make you everything your friend. Go, your friend.
So let's say what you just said. Good cop, bad cop, it depends.
Right.
Sometimes we are both the bad cop. There is certain times, like, you know, I tell you lah, you keep telling somebody to write do work or something until saliva finish lah. Both bad cop. I mean and my wife just lock ourselves in the room.
Kau pay pasal lah nak. Aku dah cakap, kau tak nak dengar. Kau pay pasal lantai kau lah nak.
So that's where, you know, after a while I will come in. I will come in and then just talk sense to them. Nowadays kids have to talk sense. But not, babe. Sikit-sikit mom. You know, actually, why you're doing this? To do this kind of tone, to talk. Then back end, sibuk gua masih marah ni. Tampal lupa muka, lupa tak tahu I know. It's very tiring to do this, but no choice. Kids nowadays, they are like that. They're genetically, you know, I don't know why lah.
But during my time, no leh. I don't know. I learn the hard way. I do wrong, I kena marah with high voice. Maybe I kena tali pinggang. You heard, right? I mean, during my time, kita kena tali pinggang, but I don't take that as abuse. I take that as learning, because I know if I don't get this, aku bisa buat lagi, man. I don't know, maybe, I mean, that's maybe coming from my
that
side.
is true, that is true.
Then I just find that kids nowadays are a bit too soft. But then my wife was saying, no, you have to talk like what you say lah. You have to talk baik-baik dengan dorang. They are different kids. You know, you got to talk, make sense to them. They cannot. I say, okay lah, you know. So you got to like what you say lah. Sit down, bring one side, slow talk lah. Actually you do this not good, you know.
Yeah, I sympathize. I totally understand where you're coming from. It's exactly the same thing that's happening. So, unfortunately, nowadays like that, it's like, you know, we are evolving. So as dads also, we have to play our cards right. You know, I strongly believe that, you know, every children, you know, be it boy or girl, boy you'll be the first superhero, girl you'll be like the first role model, or what my wife always tell me that a good dad to a girl. You will also influence her, like when she wants to get married later on at a later stage of her life. She'll want to find somebody like a dad.
Wow, yeah.
Actually, to be frank,
I heard that.
To be frank, I think my wife is the more, you know, the talk sense one. I am the antam only, you know, anytime. Yeah, but
I think that's nature lah. We men is
so
like
that it's. I wouldn't say that it's easy to be a role model dad, but it's also not too difficult if we put our heart and soul into it. Right. Yeah, so we really have to try. You can see, you know, we have friends like, sometimes, my friend boy can play football. Mama, my boy play football, not like Ronaldo. You know, but I tell myself, forget about it. Like, you know, God knows, go up. Sekali don't want play bola. You want play ping pong or what? I say suka hati kau lah nak. I just want you to just go run, you know, make friends, enjoy yourself a little bit. Yeah, that's it lah.
Same. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Stereotype lah. Kita Melayu bola mah. You know, when I
Chinese,
was in
bro.
primary, no, for me lah, as a Malay, always soccer. Tak bola, takraw. These are the two sports, you know.
Now takraw no more.
Silent already, I don't know.
I think we must start back.
No, it's just, I think they cannot find the rotan already.
No plastic.
It's plastic already, different already. No, what I'm saying is that by default, kita Melayu always bola and takraw.
Yeah,
so when I have 3 boys, right? None of my 3 boys play football or play takraw.
Yeah.
No, they do play for fun, but they are not
like into that.
yeah,
type,
they're not into that side.
Yeah.
So my first son not that sporty one. My second son, I remember he want to play soccer. He did express himself play soccer and everything. But I think the school not really supporting on soccer's CCA or whatever. Then he end up playing basketball, that kind of thing. Yeah. Then
wait, you grow taller.
No. It's a myth. And then the third one now playing netball. Netball bah? No. Apa tu volleyball? Netball pula. Sorry ah.
Kau tak nampak mata aku terus terbiak. Netball.
Volleyball. He now into volleyball. All that volleyball baseball one. So but the thing is that he have the enthusiastic. So okay lah. I tell him, you got to get proper shoe lah, got the tire lah. To me, you know lah, I want to do something, do it right, that kind of thing.
I think that's a dead
But there's
way.
non-soccer. Okay lah, time World Cup, everybody want to see. But after that, okay, done. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, now I guess it's different.
But I think like what you say, it's true. Dads are always like that. Myself also like once my boys say want to do something, wow, won't get the best lah. Cannot afford lah the best, but biasalah Decathlon juga lah.
Yeah, but still, trying to get the good one lah.
The good one for them proper lah, one, yeah.
But yeah, of course, if you cannot afford that, you tell them this one is also better lah.
Correct. Yeah. So that's why I always tell my kids, nowadays, okay, I will tell them like, in work, in school, you have to be, how to say, you have to, if you don't have A, but you have B, make do with B first. Use B, do with B until you can get an A. Then you change lah, you go to an A. Like for example, one thing is a bottle lah. You want the high class one or very cantik one. Okay, let's smiggle lah, smiggle. Now everybody smiggle ma, right? So cannot get smiggle.
Mahal sih.
I don't know where this smiggle CEO we must find.
Why?
We must make friend lah, babe.
Hey,
the concept of the chain of thoughts, how he came out with smiggle is good. No?
Everything thematic, no?
And then never mind,
one
babe.
set one, no?
Everything is like, buy back. Papa, you don't back, then the pencil case same leh. Then after that, water bottle. Ayo, amma. One time go in Kama Pokai, babe.
Aduh, you are right, brother. You are right, brother.
So that's why I told my kids, cannot get smiggle. Then my pencil case lah. Both function same ma. Wait for a while more, probably you save your own money. Then after you go buy your own smiggle lah. Something like that.
And do they follow? Do they?
Alhamdulillah, they follow.
Good.
Like for example, one good example I can show you now is in September we are planning a family trip, like with my in-laws and stuff like that.
This coming September.
Yeah, this coming September. So I told them, you all want to go? Can save money.
What do you mean you want to go? They have to go with you, what?
No lah, babe. Cannot just throw to my mother lah.
So you can go holiday without children. I mean, of course, it's just a saying to them lah.
I would love to go.
You don't actually to do it lah.
I will, babe.
Serious ah?
No, I look, because my boy now is 11, so I feel that whatever I say to him, I must make it work. Like for example, if I say you don't save this amount, you're not going.
But how he gonna save the amount? He's not working, brother.
Habis hari-hari duit ambil daripada duit aku tu tak kira duit.
But that one is his meal allowance, what?
Makan kurang sikit.
Mak kau pelukit.
Ni bukan pelukit.
That is entitlement,
No, you can. It's a different point of view.
Okay.
From my point of view, is I want to train him to be able to work towards a goal.
Okay.
Like you want to start, you want to go get this thing. It's expensive and you need some money. You need to start working. And it's not like okay. Tomorrow I want to go Maldives. Tomorrow I go. Yeah, you want to go Maldives.
You are not. I mean, we are not that privileged where you can just
correct,
and then you can just
go. So you must work towards your goal slowly, and slowly I want to change this kind of thinking into what he wants in life. This is my whole plan for him.
Right.
So I plan that slowly introduce him to goal settings. So macam kerja punya course
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but yeah, it's goal settings.
Yeah,
Then after
yeah.
that, slowly channel him back to life again.
right.
And then from there, I told him, once you hit 21, you decide. I have already planned everything for you. You have gone through so-called trainings by me. You decide your own life from there.
Once you're 21.
Yeah,
Wow. How old is your boy now?
11.
Wow, another 10 more years, huh?
Very fast, babe.
Very fast, huh? And your girl?
My girl is 8 now.
That is very fast. They're growing up very, very fast.
Yep.
So, for the last 10 years with your 2 kids,
Yep.
okay, is there anything that... wait, somebody call me.
Busy lah you ah. Business so besar dia ni. Hello, hi, Mahadi. Apa khabar ni?
Mana dia keluar kat telefon, dekat jam lah ni. You know lah, all synchronize lah.
Style lah awak beli jam tu. Mana beli?
Don't know
Bagus
lah.
tak?
Apple.
Apple.
Sorry, what did I want to ask you just now?
I don't know.
Apa kau nak tanya dia? Oh yeah, about your kids.
You said 10 years.
10 years with your kids, right? Is there of course, this is, I would say, it's a very short journey lah, 10 years. Is there anything at this point of time, after that 10 years, you think, if you can change one thing, is there anything that you want to change?
Yes. Definitely big yes. I would love to change back or go, if I can go back in time, I would love to go back to when they're still very young. Instead of, raising my voice all the time, alamak, dia ni tahu tidur alamak,
Oh, yeah, and the baby.
Baby sikit-sikit bangun nak kena dokong. Kau jalan lah, aku penat lah, something like that. I want to change myself. Because unfortunately, I'm seeing that habit grow up in my boy now. He gets triggered easily.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So if you ask me, I really have, and if Allah gives me that one wish to, in my life, I want to go back to when they were very young.
When they were young and born.
Yeah, so I can repave or repath the bricks on their pavement properly, so that they grow up to be, I'm not say better person, but I'm not sure in future. But at least at this point in time, for the first 10 years of their life, emotions, they control themselves better. I'm not saying they're bad, but they can be better.
Yeah, but don't you think all this emotion also come from you or your wife?
Basically, yes. It's really, that's why they really emulate lah. They really copy what the parents.
So siapa ni yang suka marah-marah? You lah. Your wife is a very nice person, I see. Dia diam aja, tak cakap banyak.
We're on podcast, right? Yeah, my wife is a nice person. She's a beautiful angel. But yeah, I mean, we have our off days lah. We have our off days. But then, it's not easy. We realized it. So, even myself, my wife always my wife is the one that's always there reminding me that let's be a better parent for them. Let's be this, let's be that. I thank God I met her and we created this little family.
Right.
And she's helping me to change to a better person.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and for my kids, basically it's for them how to be like what I always believe in myself,
Right.
What I don't like, I don't do it to others.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we end,
Yep.
I'm going to give you this opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be on podcast, right? And it's going to be on YouTube.
I say a lot of things already, bro, just now.
Yeah. But the thing is that now I want you to say to your children, maybe now they don't listen to your podcast. You tell your children, hey, daddy on podcast. I say, whatever lah. But hopefully, inshallah, one day in future, alright, they happen to tune into this channel, they happen to tune into this podcast, then they hear you,
Yeah.
So this, I give you opportunity to say to your son and your daughter for the future. If they listen this in future, what do you want to say to them?
Oh, in future.
Yeah. Maybe 10 years down the road when they're 21 already. Then they say, oh, hey, daddy got podcast ah. Okay, I want to hear it.
Okay.
What do you think? And they hear this last part is a message for them.
Alright. Okay, Adian and Bella, if you're listening, don't know how long, many years now, and later on in your life, Papa here just want to remind you, remember what Papa always say. If you don't like what people do to you, you really don't do to people. This thing has to stay with you to the rest of your life. You don't like someone to be angry with you, to be selfish, you don't be selfish to that person. And remember, what we always talk about in life. We have to be nice. We be a good Muslim. Yeah lah. If you are really listening, you will know why like that lah. Yeah.
All right, there's a message courtesy from Chong to the children. Who's that? Adrian and Bella.
Adrian and Bella, yeah.
Adrian and Bella. All right, inshallah, they will grow up to be a very good and respectful person.
Thank you.
Inshallah. All right, so that's all we have the time. Thank you, Brother Chong, for the time.
No
Thank
problem.
you for sharing your experience and your fathering journey with us. Hopefully, it can educate and also inspire, those father out there.
Hopefully.
Inshallah. All right. So thank you for those who are listening to us. We're going to be back again with a more fathering journey from more people. But for now, thank you so much again, Chong.
Thank you for having me. Thank you once again for inviting me down here to share.
Thank you so much. All right. So thank you very much, Chong. Here we go. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Adeni.
Ya, banyak terima kasih. Banyak terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for listening to Bapak Kaw punya podcast.